Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my new bracelet. Is this not cool, huh? Check this out. Lady Angela sent this to me as a present. It's a pentacle bracelet. I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's kind of hard to show up in camera, but it's beautiful interlinked pentacles. And I love it. I'm in a pentacle now. I got on my pentacle shirt, my pentacle pendant, and now I got this new awesome bracelet. I want to give a big shout out and say thank you, Lady Angela. I love my bracelet. It's awesome. You guys are so awesome. Well, here we are, and you know what it is? It's Saturday, and that means time for our Saturday Seance. I'm so glad you're here. Well, for those of you who are new here, because we've had a lot of new subscribers the last 2 weeks, welcome to all the newbies. This is one of our weekly traditions. Every Saturday we gather and form our virtual circle, our seance circle, and I go into trance and the spirits come through me. It's called channeling. And what happens in channeling is that the spirits overshadow the consciousness and physical body of a medium. They take control of the nervous system and various parts like the throat and the vocal cords, and they come through to manifest. And it's really fascinating. You know, for those of you who have never seen channeling, it may look a little strange, but you'll get used to it. And I always say, don't worry about the channel, just listen to the message, because, you know, it's really the message that the spirits bring through. And I'm very, very blessed to have some wonderful spirit guides. So we're going to see what they have for us tonight. So I invite you guys, just pull up your chairs here. Let's form a little circle around my chair here. And let's see what the spirit world has. By the way, before I go under, because, you know, I always forget this if I wait. If you are enjoying tonight's seance, you might want to pop over to my website and check out my book, Messages from Rose. You can get that at robert-hickman.com. There's the website on the back of the book. But, you know, look in the info box below, and that'll have the link to the website. But definitely check this out. This is about my work with my spirit guide, Rose, and that's what she looks like there. Okay. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to go into trance, so I'll see you when I get back. Oh, greetings, this is Fletcher here. So good to be back with all of you. Well, I got to say, the vibration's quite high tonight. The planets are aligned and everything's good for communication. So I'll be stepping out of the body and helping others to come through tonight. My name is Fletcher. Over and out. It seems that when I look upon the earth today, I find that there is great dissatisfaction. People have great material success, yet they wonder why they are unhappy. Their unhappiness comes from that they do not understand that true happiness, true success, is not a byproduct of material success. Happiness is an element of the soul. In fact, happiness is shallow. The word I should use is joy. True joy is a spiritual gift. If you look upon the earth and you say, I have everything I could want. I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful car. I have more money than I can spend. And yet you are unhappy in your life. Perhaps that it is that you have missed understanding where true happiness comes from. True happiness is a byproduct of the soul. Each human is a spark of divinity. In the beginning, all of us were with the Creator. Many of us assisted in the creation of the material universe. and we have chosen as souls, as sparks of the divine, to enter into the material world, in order that we might experience and be the consciousness and eyes and ears of the Great Spirit. The truth is that we are all connected back to divinity, but many of us have forgotten this. The danger in incarnation is that when one takes on flesh, one must lower one's natural spiritual vibration to attain the material world. This creates a veil over the consciousness, a temporary forgetting. It was designed by the Creator that those souls who would enter material world would have a temporary amnesia. For to truly appreciate the material life, one must become enmeshed in it. The challenge as a spirit soul is to be in the physical, yet not totally lose your connection to your true self, which is spiritual. All around the world these days there are many souls incarnating. Many young souls are becoming brave and daring to enter the earth realm. In the spirit realm there is no struggle, there is no sorrow. There are challenges of growth, but they do not produce the same stresses as earthly life. In the material world, you must think of the body and its demands. You must think of food. How will I eat? How will I clothe myself? What will my home be? All of these things wrap upon you and then take over your mind. You see, you have a physical mind, a brain that operates, but it operates, if you're fortunate, in conjunction with your spirit mind. Your spirit mind is truly your higher self. It is the true you. But it's temporarily shielded from you when you first enter upon the earth. Throughout your lives, each of you have had little signposts, little messages on the way. Things that have said and pointed the way, that have allowed you to understand that you are on a journey. Your true destiny is not on the earth, but is to return to the spirit world with having gained great knowledge and have attained many good acts in order to attain a greater degree of spiritual light, to increase your light quotient. If you increase your light quotient, you increase the light quotient of all in the world and in the spirit world. This is why spiritual life is so important. As you grow your soul light, you give light to all around you, and in turn their lights of their souls are illumined. Goodness begets goodness. Light begets light. You know, when I was a young man in the Church of England, we used to read the Nicene Creed. And there was a line there that said, God comes from God and light from true light. That the Son of God was begotten, not made, and one in being with the Father. Since coming to the spirit world, I can attest to this truth, to this reality. Yet many people limit this concept only to Jesus Christ. Dare I say to each of you are sons and daughters of the Most High God, the Eternal Spirit, who we call Infinite Intelligence, adopts each of us into his light. In fact, we are born of the light, and we only temporarily forget it until we choose to return to our true nature, our true self. If you find yourself struggling in the material world, do not give in to anxiety, do not give in to fear or desperation. The material world is your classroom. It is where you come to be tested by fire. Jesus Christ said, and he said, do not fear him who can destroy the body and do no more. Better yet, fear him who can destroy both body and soul. You see, as a spirit being, you have a choice. You can choose to align to the higher realities, and you will move closer to the light, and your soul will grow brighter. Or you can choose to walk away and be embraced by the material reality. But know, for all your attempts to embrace materialism, the material world is fading and passing. It is impermanent. It is the will of the Creator that all souls will understand the material temporal nature and again embrace the light. The earth, as I have said, is your classroom. It allows you to learn, to grow, to become enlightened. Be careful that you do not judge those around you. There are many souls who have forgotten who they are, and they wander through the earth as if they are mentally deranged, and in a sense their amnesia has blinded them and made them lose all connection. For these souls you must have passion, compassion, kindness, and patience. It is true that a little prayer will do much. My dear friend Rose is often telling me how she was encouraged by her friends and her vicar to pray often. She and I have had many good laughs, saying neither of us quite mastered that while on earth. But you see, since coming to this world, we have both learned that it is the power of prayer that unites the body, mind, and spirit. You do not have to wait until you die, until you are spirit, to have peace in your lives. You can have peace right now. Know that this world is passing, but even though it is passing, do not treat it with contempt, for it is a sacred place. Impermanence does not mean that a place is degraded. This is the mistake that many have made upon the earth. They have looked upon the world and believe that it is temporary, and as such they feel no need to preserve it or look after it. The global warming that you experience, the pollution upon the earth that you see and feel and hear and sense, these things are not in keeping with the harmony of the original plan. There was in the mind of the Creator a cosmic plan that the earth, though temporary, would be a semi-paradise. Humanity has forgotten its gift from the Spirit, and it has enmeshed itself in destruction for its own gain. If you seek to grow as a spirit being, you must embrace the change that is coming upon the earth. Many things will come that will make you awaken to your spiritual self. Take the message, the lessons, and do not delay. This medium has been shown signs from our world that many things are about to occur. The earth will have an awakening, and they shall understand that there is a Creator who has created the entire universe, and it is filled with life. For those who are materialists, it will be a moment of awakening. For those who will come to the earth, will speak of the Divine Spirit. The Divine Spirit permeates all worlds, and all worlds is what you will discover. Have good faith, my dears, you are not alone in the universe. You are loved by the Creator, and the space people who will come soon are your brethren, and they love the Creator and they love you. It is important that humanity understand that its position in the universe is to be a way shower, a light. Sadly, many have forgotten this. And so others will come soon that will remind you again of what is truly important. It will remind you of the lessons of the soul. Do not despise them, but embrace them. They are your fellow brethren. Fletcher says, I must step that at other body there are other people now wishing to speak. My name is Alfred. I think I'm in the body. I hope all of you can hear me. You know, I was rereading some of the prophecies that I had written down when I was a younger man upon the earth. Many of you may remember me. My name is Edgar. I was known as Edgar Cayce while on the earth. And I did have visions of a future time. The spirit that spoke through me during my trances said that there was an ancient continent of Atlantis, and I was told that Atlantis would rise again. You're very close on earth to having that prophecy come to pass. Even now, your scientists know that there is history that is not fitted with the current plan of history. Listen closely, for slowly you will hear that things are being brought forth, things that will surprise many. But for those who have a spiritual ear to listen and a spiritual mind to receive, you will be prepared and ready for the truth that is coming. I tell you in all solemnity today that the spirit that spoke through me when I was a channel did prophesy that Atlantis will rise again. And you are hearing it now from me, that I am confirming this, and be prepared, for Atlantis is going to rise again. For those of you who have the mind of God, the mind that is spiritually yoked, this will not be a time of terror, but it'll be a time of fascination, a time where you will get to see and know that the things that many people have dreamed about and spoken of, the ancient mystics and prophets' words, will be revealed to have been true. I don't lay credit with myself for this revelation. For it was not Edgar Cayce myself, it was not I who predicted it, but it was the spirits that channeled through me. There were many spirits that were advanced souls who brought help to many people. And so please understand that a medium such as myself, or as this medium, do not themselves lay claim to the wisdom and knowledge. We are only participants in the mystery. And so be patient with the world as you see it. You know, in my life I was a very devout Christian, and I used to teach Sunday school, and I would pray often for all my students. The church at that time could not understand. They said, Mr. Cayce, we do not like this spiritualism that you're involved in. It's not with keeping with God. I told the leaders of the church, you may not understand it, but you cannot deny it. And does not the very Bible that our church, had in its pews, I used to say, did it not say that there was a time coming when prophecies would come from the men of the earth? You see, we're at a time where people are awakening. And I've come to testify that I'm still alive. The Spirit is still moving through people. And this world is awakening to higher truth. Since coming over here to heaven, I've come to understand that free will plays a very large part in the destiny of humanity. As a man thinketh, so he is. This was taught to me as a young man. I can tell you now from over here in this world that humanity can change its destiny. If you fear war, you must raise your consciousness. If you fear famine or destruction, you must raise your consciousness. A lot of people get trapped thinking that the world is going to do them in. That's the lower mind thinking. That's the fear-based, the lower self. The higher self is united to God, to the Great Spirit. As I've heard Alfred here say, he calls it infinite intelligence. And that I would have to agree with. So let your minds be at peace. Know that there is a guiding spirit of force, and each of you are not separated, but you only have a union if you choose to. The spirit is around you, but you must embrace it. Take few minutes, take some time, a few minutes each day, and let that spirit light commingle with your consciousness. And you will be awakened, have peace and understanding. Here we are. I think we're in the body. My dears, this is Rose. I hope you can hear me out there. You know, we're always so very blessed, you know, when we can come here and visit with you. I've so enjoyed listening to Alfred speak and the wonderful sleeping prophet, Edgar Cayce. Do you know, when I was upon the earth, my neighbour Madge used to always read Edgar Cayce's books, and she loaned me some of them. And so I was quite familiar with Mr. Cayce. And you know, when I came over to the spirit world, it was Madge who introduced me to him. What a kind lady she is. She's hoping to come soon and speak to all of you, but today she's on a special mission on the earth. She's working as a guide there, helping those who are having transformations spiritually. She's guiding some spiritist churches and doing wonderful work in the spirit world and on the earth. But you know, it's such a blessing when I can come here personally and speak to you. And our medium is so very kind to allow us to use his body to speak to you. You know, each of you watching have guides around you. Reach out to them this day. Ask them, say, give me a sign from heaven that I'm not alone. Give me your assistance. Call upon the spirit world, and the spirit world will be sure to answer you with a resounding yes. None of you ever need walk alone. Don't hold on to that fear that you're somehow less than nor not good enough. As Mr. Cayce said, this is the way of the lower mind, the negative self. No, my dears, make every day about raising your vibration, about being closer to the spirit world, and I assure you will have peace and have joy. As Mr. Cayce and the others have said, you are at a time of transition on the earth. But remember, as they have said, the transition need not be terrifying. It can be joyful and enlightening. So today, make the choice. Say yes to the spirit world. Say yes to enlightenment. And know that the journey is not one that's so difficult or hard, but can be one of joy and peace, and will lead to true happiness of the soul. Fletcher says the power is growing weak around our medium, so we'll be stepping from the body. But I'm so very honored, pleased as punch, I might say, to be here with all of you. And I send each of you my blessings from the spirit well. Reach out and call upon me. Say, Rose, help me. And I will be there. Call upon Alfred. Call upon Mr. Cayce. Each of us want to help you. The powder is starting to fade, and so I'll be stepping from the body now. I send each of you my good thoughts and wishes, and I love you all. May you all be blessed by the Spirit. My name is You guys are the best. Thanks for being here today. I've had such a good time. You know, whenever I channel, it just uplifts my soul. And I hope today you've been uplifted by connecting with the spirit world, with the guides. You know, if you've enjoyed today's seance, remember, pop over to my website, pick up my book, Messages from Rose. It's a wonderful read. I think it's going to help you on your journey. We have other books there. This is my book called Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. You can get that as well. Well, guys, listen. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow is Sunday. And we'll have something fun for a Sunday. I'm not sure what, but just be back here and we're going to make it happen. Anyways, in the meantime, I send you my love. I love you guys. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. And if you want to help me out, like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. You guys are the best. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may you always blessed be.